Hi, I'm Frances Martinez Pedraza, and I work in ACF as a Society for Research in Child Development Fellow at the Office of Childcare. I will be presenting the third module in this training. We are going to shift now and talk about how to take care of yourself while supporting children and youth in crisis. There are many ways for how you can manage professional stress when you're responding to an event, emergency, or a disaster. You might find yourself working very hard and working long hours with no breaks in between. Let us not confuse working hard with overworking to the point that your physical and emotional well-being is overlooked, and you experience fatigue and burnout. The following slides will walk you through Pause, Nourish, Reset, a simple way of taking care of yourself while you are in the middle of a response. Being mindful of these 3 simple steps can support your own mental health dramatically. The adage, take care of yourself first before you can take care of others, holds very true when we are responding to a crisis. You will be teaching yourself basic mindfulness techniques so you are aware of your own thoughts, feelings, and emotions. First, pause. Take a few minutes to stop what you're doing and pay attention to yourself. Take 3 slow breaths and notice how your body is feeling. What are you thinking and how are you feeling? Do you feel tension around your neck, back, or any part of your body? Are you bogged down with worries? Are you having negative thoughts? Questioning yourself if you're being effective, or thinking how you want so bad to help everyone in need? Are you feeling anxious, sad, nauseous, or any emotions that are weighing heavily? You may even have mixed emotions, and this is normal when you're helping someone in times of crisis. Next thing you do is to nourish your mind, body, and soul. When you manage your stress, you actively carve out some time to take care of yourself. It is not about being passive, and these are just not fleeting thoughts. To nourish your body, mind, soul, and spirit means taking time to recharge and learning to relax. We often promise to develop healthy responses. Sometimes we decide to make plans, but fail to execute them because we are not used to prioritize our needs and well-being. We fail to establish clear boundaries and work many hours, and there is no clear distinction between work and life activities. Start by making a reasonable and actionable plan to nourish yourself by taking time to think of activities that are fun, relaxing, and enjoyable. Relaxing techniques can include meditation, breathing exercises, mindfulness where you're actively present, feeling and observing experiences and thoughts in the here and now, and letting go of any judgments on our thoughts and emotions. It takes practice, but once you develop the skill of paying attention to what you're doing, this can bring ample benefits to your health and overall well-being. When we focus too much on work and never allow ourselves to have downtime to relax and reflect, we run the risk of being in a state of fatigue and burnout. When you get to the point of burnout, the effects are oftentimes irreversible. Either your physical health declines or emotional and mental health suffers. When you suffer, everyone else suffers around you. The third component of managing professional stress is reset. This is the time when you take a quiet moment, acknowledge your experience, focus on something positive, and talk to yourself as if you are a caring and supportive friend. This is a time when you practice self-care. Self-care is not only doing things to soothe yourself, but also identifying some of our negative thoughts about ourselves and changing the way we think from negative thinking to something positive. It is extremely important that you learn to practice challenging these unhelpful negative thoughts and reframe them into hopeful, positive ones, because thoughts have a tendency to get out of control. As human beings, we tend to dwell on them, sit on them, and ruminate until we spiral down the path of depression and anxiety. Every bullet on this slide provides examples on how you can reset even during a response. This is even more important because so oftentimes we are assigned to a mission where we do not know anyone, or we are far from home where our support system is not immediately available. Practicing self-care or when you reset does not take hours. A few minutes at a time of deep breathing, short walks, a quick chat, or a laugh can help even in the direst situation. As we have gone through this training, we have referred many times to a toolkit. There is no way you are expected to remember everything we have talked about here today, especially if you are in a crisis or post-disaster when your own brain is in survival mode. That is why we created a PFA for Children and Youth Toolkit. This is really a reference guide for you to remember the actions and exercises we talked about today, and reminders on how to deploy them when faced with children in distress. Please print this out and keep it in your work bag or desk where you can quickly grab it and reference it in the event your new skills are needed to support a child in crisis. Thank you for taking your time to learn about how to support children and youth in crisis. Your skills might make a difference in a child's life. You are now ready to complete your post-test, so please follow the link provided labeled Post-Test Knowledge Check in your invitation email. The post-test should take no more than 10 minutes to complete. Please answer all questions. You must score 70% or higher to earn your certificate of completion. The post-test knowledge check may be retaken an unlimited number of times. If you thought this training was helpful, please recommend it to those you work with so we can continue to build this capacity and support resilience and recovery in children, youth, and families.